Hi, I'm Cheryl. Today's Father's Day card has a little bit of a backstory to it so you understand what's going on here. But I have the D and the D stamped on here, and then I have the A. It looks like it's hanging crooked, and so I have some nails down here, and I drew in nails on the D and then on the kind of off to the side here on the A. So it's like a project gone bad. Alright, and then on the inside I have a hand lettered thing. I don't know why I do hand lettering because I'm not that good at it, but it says, "To the best taxi driver, the most effective spider hunter, the cheapest handyman, and most generous bank I know, and happy Father's Day." We get these spiders down here. They're called housekeeping spiders, and they don't hurt you, and they eat bugs, but they're a little disconcerting to see because they get pretty large. I mean, not tarantula size large, but pretty darn large. And my daughter had one in her room one time and called my husband in to kill it, and he's trying to whack the spiders up near the ceiling, and the thing like leaped at him, and it was just the funniest thing. But anyway, so that kind of tickled me. I saw this little thing somewhere. I don't know where I saw it, Pinterest or just humorous Father's Day cards, and I thought this might be a good card for a thing for her to have inside the card she gives her father for Father's Day, with the spider hunter. That just tickles me. So anyway, this is what we need. Now you know the whole backstory on this card. You need a piece of Whisper White, 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. Another piece that's 4.5 by. Actually, we need 2 pieces. But you know what? We're not going to use one of these because I have another idea for the inside of the card. If you don't want to do hand lettering. And I have no idea how it's going to turn out. It'll be a big surprise for both of us. But I have one piece, 4.5 by 3.5. And this will all be down below. I always put that down below. I have another piece that's 2 by 2. And then I have 2 pieces of Night of Navy. They're 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. And we need some dimensionals. We're going to need some Tombow. We'll be using the Urban District stamp set from Stampin' Up. We're using the D and the A from here. And there's some other nice sentiments if you want to use those in this stamp set too, rather than doing any of this other stuff I'm doing. Then I used from the Nailed It stamp set. All I used were these nails. So I'm going to show you how you can draw the nails in. I'm going to stamp some of the nails, but I'm going to draw some nails too. So if you don't want to have to buy a whole stamp set, you can just draw your nails in, or just leave them out altogether. I don't know. I don't care. You don't have to use them. And happy Father's Day from Crazy About You. And then from Butterfly Basics, I'm just using some of this. It looks kind of like small chicken wire, a stamp, kind of a grunge kind of look. And I'm just using that to put a little something something in the background. So let's get, and inks. We're using the Tuxedo Black, Night of Navy, and Marina Mist. So let me get that stamp out. Get my nails. And my big letters. Oh, and world's best, or world's greatest, excuse me. We're using the world's greatest too from the stamp set. Can't forget that. And then I need some some blocks. Oh, there's a good block. Yep, that fits on there nice. And a block for this. This one will do. It's a little big, but that's fine. And a block for this one. And just a little tiny one for the nails. And we're all set. I have all kinds of blocks. You see these like this? I made these myself from acrylic that I bought. I have a little video that tells about these. Anyway, let's get going. So I'll need my little 2x2 piece, and I'll need one of my I don't know what size this is, 4.5 by 3.5. And we're going to stamp the A with Memento black. Oh, and you're going to need a whole bunch of markers. Any kind of markers will do. I don't care what kind you use. Just so they're bright and colorful, because you're going to want to color in just a little bit, just a few inside these. There's all kinds of little things inside these letters. Stuff like, I don't know, globes and glasses and boots, and there's a deer head and apples and baseballs and soccer balls and just all kinds of things. Okay, so we got our A. That's going to get cut out. Oh, and you're also going to want to have some lightweight paper. Now we're going to stamp the D's. We're going to stamp them down a little bit because we need to leave room for the sentiment. I'm going to actually put it here so I have an idea where I need to put my D's. So right about there looks good. Just about 1/4 inch in from the edge. And I'll ink this up real good, and I'll do my other D. I'll line that up with the first D and just maybe 1/4 inch in from the edge on that too. And I got it in a little bit further. I didn't allow for the little thingy on the edge of the stamp, but that's alright. It will be fine. Now somewhere around here, there they are. On lightweight paper, I had already stamped my D's. I did 2 of them. And I fussy cut them out, and then I put a little bit of repositionable tape on the back of them. If you don't have repositionable tape, well, you can use Post-it notes for this, or you can put a little bit of your regular tape on there and just dab it off on your clothing so it's not quite so sticky. But whatever you want to use, just so that you can peel these off without damaging the paper underneath. Okay, so I'm going to quick cut this A out. Spending a lot of time gabbing on this card. Alright, you notice I'm not using my little tiny scissors yet. I'm going to switch to them in just a minute. But these bigger scissors, for cutting these nice straight edges on this A, these work just fine. Matter of fact, probably a little bit better than the tiny little fussy cutting scissors. But now I have to cut out this little center piece of the A. So I'm going to take a piercing tool, or if you have a craft knife or anything like that, you know, a box cutter, that you can make a little slit there to get things started. But I'm using my piercing tool because if I use a craft knife on my nice silicone mat, that would not be a good thing. So now I have a little hole. I can get my little fussy cutting point in there, and I can start to cut the inside of this A out. Yeah, I'm not going to show you coloring in these little tiny things. As a matter of fact, on my sample card, I didn't color all of them in it. I think it looks pretty good. You see, just some of them are colored in, just to add a little splash of color to the front of the card. Okay, so I have my A. I'm going to put that aside. I don't need my scissors right now. For our big surprise thing, we're going to use them. And you know what? I need a sponge dauber. You know what? I'm going to use a regular sponge. I don't often use those. And let me get my... I'm going to go with my Marina Mist. And we're just going to add a little color in here. We want to get mostly around these D's so that they, you'll see, it'll make them stand out real nice. And we also want to get our card front in here, or our card base. Because I want some of this Marina Mist shading all around the edges anyway. And remember, when you're sponging, you want to start light. You can always add more, but once it's down, you can't very well take it away. Okay, that's good. And we're going to leave we need the Marina Mist out still. I'm not going to put that away, because all around the edge here, I'm just going to do, not like all of the edge, just parts of the edge. I'm going to do some of this chicken wire-ish looking stamp. And let's see, just some there like that. And then we're going to do the same on the background over top of this. And we still have our D masks down. Like that. And just randomly, I'm making blocks of these. Chicken wire-ish looking things. And maybe a little bit there. Okay, we're not filling the whole thing in. Alright, let me wipe this up a little bit here. We don't need that blue going places we don't want it. If you're wondering what I have in my spray bottle, it's mostly water. I just put a few drops of glycerin in it and a few drops of Castile soap, which is a very mild soap, and I use that to clean my stamps too. Okay, so now we can take our mask off. And you see, those letters just kind of jump out at you now. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? So we need a black marker. And we're going to make our nail heads. It looks like our Our dad is hung here. And let's see, one there. And one down here. Same on this side. And then the A, we want it to hang crooked. So we're going to put one right here. Okay. And we're ready to stamp our World's Greatest on here. We'll be using the Knight of Navy. And let me bring this over here. Let's see, do I have it right side up? Yes, I do. And straight down, hold it for a few seconds, and straight up. Now, normally for something like this, I would have used my Misty. But if you look, you see I didn't get full coverage on there. So you know what? This is when it's a great time to have markers that match, because I can take my Knight of Navy marker and just wherever I didn't quite cover, I'll go back in and touch it up. Black is usually the color used for most times for sentiments. I'm the funny one in the group that likes to use a dark color that matches, that goes with the card colors. That's why I use Knight of Navy. But if there's any other marker you get, get a black one of these, because it comes in really handy if you need to patch up on sentiments. Alright, so now we're ready to put our A in place. And you can color it beforehand if you want. You can color it after. It doesn't much matter. Let me grab a dimensional here. Because you're only doing, they're just like really little tiny dots. These little things in here are just so little. And I'm going to hang it down a little bit from the D's and crooked. So there's our botched up do-it-yourself project. So we can put that now on a piece of Knight of Navy. And we use Tombow. You could use snail for this. That would be fine. Now if you wanted to, once this is now, you could pop up, you use dimensionals on the back of your Knight of Navy also, and then have an extra layer in here in the card. But I'm just going to use my Tombow, because I want to get onto the inside with our experiment. Now my original card I hand lettered, and like I said, I'm not the best hand letterer person in the world, but so I thought, wouldn't that be cool if you could like cut these out from a newspaper or something? But that would be hard to find all these words, I think. So I printed the words out using Microsoft. I just used regular printer paper. Maybe I should have used cardstock, but I'm gonna, let me get these scissors in here. I'm gonna cut these out, and I'm gonna glue them down. We'll see how this works. It might be wonderful. It might look totally weird. I don't know. But I'll make a PDF of these words. So if you like it, you can easily print it out yourself. You don't have to fiddle around with the fonts and things. Okay, so we have best taxi driver there. And I'm not trying to get real straight here, because it's supposed to look like it's been cut out of the paper. You know, like the notes that serial killers send. Well, there's a thought, huh? Okay. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Okay, so that goes with the bank. And I just have this one last row of words to cut out. Okay. So, I'm still thinking about the spider. Maybe he had to be there, but to me, it was just the funniest thing in the world. This spider it leapt at him. Okay. So, to the best taxi driver, the cheapest handyman. Oh, I gotta put the most effective, but can't leave out the spider hunter, because that's what sparked this whole thing. Cheapest handyman and most generous bank. Let's see if I can do that all in one row. Bank, I know. There we go. And then Happy Father's Day. Oh, I think that's kind of cute. Look at that. Wait a minute, let me see if I can pick it up without moving everything. Look. That's kind of cute. Okay, I like it. Now let's see if we can glue these down without making a big mess. You know what? I'm not going to bother, because you guys get the idea. And when you stick them down, don't stick them down real straight. I think that will add to the charm. Yeah, I'm liking it. Okay. So anyway, so you stick them all down, all crazy, and then you'll have to sign it like in like a silver marker or a white gel pen or something like that on the, or put another piece of just plain white paper down the bottom. But you get the idea, right? Yeah. So there we go. There's our card. And you just have to glue these down and color in a few little things on here. And not all of them. You don't have to do all of them. Just something to add a little something to it. And, oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't do the nails. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I stamped some of the nails. I'm going to stamp some of the nails. But then I will show you how to do some just freehand, because they're It's very simple to do. Grab my black Sharpie. I have my black Sharpie handy. It's just a matter of making a straight line like this and a straight line across the top here. And look, you can't tell the difference between my nails. There, I had a little whoops there. I'll add a nail there. And there's a whoops there. See? So it's just a matter of making a line like so. Can you see that? And then one at a right angle to it. Okay, so if you don't have that other stamp set, the Nailed It stamp set, and you want the nails on there, then go ahead and do this. So, if you liked my video today, then be sure to hit the like button down below. If you'd like to see more of my videos and subscribe, there's a subscribe button. If you'd like to shop with me and get any of these Stampin' Up! Materials I used today, then you can do that either through my Facebook page or my website. And all the things that I used will be listed down below, and I'll make that PDF for you. So if you want to do the serial killer look on the inside of your card, then you'll have that PDF to really do a really quick printout of that. So y'all take care, stay safe, and happy stamping.